When I was younger, I had a very strong hatred for Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. And during this Christmas season 2020 edition, I've been watching Home Alone, going to New York City to feel the Christmas vibes, and ultimately turn my frown upside down. But I have failed at every attempt. This 2020 has felt like one long winter break. And again, I feel like Home Alone. I feel like Lil Kev. You know, this opening scene right here. Kev had a solo.
Kevin's solo's coming up. Tell us.
Kevin's solo's coming up.
This was his moment to shine. He's been looking forward to this. He starts to sing.
Christmas time means laughter. Toboggans in the snow.
Boom, right here, right behind him. Okay, it's his brother, but really, it's 2020 sneaking up behind him. You know, making a mockery of his life. And then all of a sudden, you know, boom, 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 right behind his ears. He gets a little fed up and he, you know, pushes 2020 just a little bit, nothing too crazy. And then all of a sudden, chaos ensues. Everyone falls down, okay? You have all these issues that go on in 2020. Your favorite celebrities going, you know, loved ones going, you know, you have your friends, your social distance from them. You can't see them anymore. And then boom, okay, you have the $600 stimulus check. I don't know what that Christmas tree is. It's something bad though. And that right there is 2020 in a nutshell for me. So I had to figure out, like, yo, how am I about to get out of this little phase that I'm in? And I had a few solutions, man. It was like, okay, maybe I'll listen to Christmas music, get in the vibes, watch, you know, some more Christmas movies other than Home Alone, and maybe even look at some Robert Frost poems just to kind of get into the vibe of, like, literature. So I ended up looking at this one poem to start it off, right? And this was from Robert Frost. Stopping by woods on a snowy evening, there's Christmas and snow. And it reads, whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. And he goes on to pretty much say, the woods are lovely, dark, and deep, but I have promises to keep, and miles to go before I sleep, and miles to go before I sleep. And once I read that, my initial thought process was, what in the is the appeal of this?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Similar to how I felt about Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You.
So make my wish come true.
Both are critically acclaimed pieces of work that I simply can't feel. And I blame 2020 because I feel like everything is just to me, you know? Everything. Great works of literature, great music is just flat out you know? So I went to New York City with the help of a few friends, and I tried to get the Christmas spirit back.
Stopping by woods on a snowy evening. Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here.
Mood is right, spirits up. We're here tonight, that's enough. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time.
I looked at New York City in its entirety.
This nigga slid through with the flip flops. Head ass. You know I had the Gucci flip flops. Head ass. Head ass.
I put my rapper friends on to Harry Styles again.
The choir of children sing their song. Ding dong, ding dong, ding dong, ding.
Here I am today to listen to some more Christmas tunes and tell you how eventually I somehow got out of my funk.
It's the most wonderful time. One telling you be of good cheer.
I love how they used to sound drunk. They don't sound drunk anymore. So shout out to Andy. And also, this is a retail song.
No! God, please, no!
But if you really hold me tight, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. The lights are way down low.
Oh man, they used to have the horns back then. Shout out to Frank Sinatra.
But what do you know about Rudolph? Had a very shiny nose. Who would even say it blows?
Yo, they really was on Rudolph's tip back then. Like, yo, hop off my mans like that. Like, yo, chill.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. Don't worry about it, sweetheart.
Beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Take a look in the 5 and 10, glistening once again.
Bing is such a legend, they made him into a search bar. That's very impressive. He's the GOAT.
Later we'll have some pumpkin pie. You will get a sentimental voices singing, let's be jolly, rocking around the Christmas tree.
I love her voice. I don't know why. It was something about it. Very tangy. Sound like she drink orange juice in the morning.
I see those sleigh bells jingle and ring, tingle, tingle, ding, 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 ding. There must have been some magic in Frosty the snowman, just the same as you and me.
Oh, you better watch out. You better not cry. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Better come with a face mask. Not today. Not today. Don't come down the chimney this year. But anyway, to fast forward, I came to this conclusion that it's really all in my head. Like, maybe I just need to escape from the very things that have been kind of holding me back a little bit and appreciate what it is I do have, because ultimately that's all you really can do in 2020. So I got to the end of Home Alone 2, and finally there was one scene that just really captivated me. It was when Kevin was looking at the Christmas tree in New York City.
I don't deserve a Christmas, even if I did do a good deed.
And then his wish, his miracles finally come true.
I don't want any presents. I want to take back every mean thing I ever said to my family.
Because he runs into the very thing that he truly does want.
Kevin?
And then there's the embrace, the hug, and the beautiful ending that makes you realize the most important thing with Christmas is not truly what you don't have, it's what you actually already obtain. And usually that could be friends, family, music you already love, the things you used to enjoy before this world has kind of forced its hands on you in a different way. And I stopped and I finally understood the appeal of All I Want for Christmas Is You. For the first time I listened to it and actually had a little bop. You know what I'm saying? I was able to really dance to it because I was able to appreciate what exactly it was. And now I finally understand, this Robert Frost poem just a little bit more. Again, the poem reads, "Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. He will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow." So pretty much the protagonist stops by the woods on a snowy evening. It's exactly what it says in the title. But he has a destination. He has an obligation to make it to his home. But this does look pleasant. This little dream right here of the snow looks amazing, but it's not his. It's not really his. It's not what he has, it's what he wants. But ultimately, he needs to go back to what kind of needs him in a way. And that's his family. He's trying to make it back home. The end of it says, "The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep and miles to go before I sleep." Because ultimately, the very thing he needs to get to is what he actually has, what he actually owns. And I think that was a lesson I needed to hear. I'm over here looking at this snow that's not mine and just dreaming of it so much that it's making me frustrated because it's not mine. I'm dreaming of a world that's normal, right? That's not 2020. That's not a pandemic. That's not whatever. I'm dreaming of that. But it's not something I can grasp right now. The only thing that I can indeed have is what I already have at my disposal, which is my family, my friends, and you, creating content. And that very bit of knowledge snapped me out of my funk. And I don't know, it made me feel really good. So I hope if you made it to the end of the video that you can appreciate the poem, appreciate the song, All I Want for Christmas Is You, and feel like you're more than just a character from Home Alone. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and enjoy everything leading up to the New Year's. If you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media, Anthony96JR. And as always with my videos, we end off with a hug. Bring it in.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas.